Gyökeres shows class with fans as he signs autographs after club unveiling. The bond begins. Moments after being officially unveiled as Arsenal's latest signing, Victor Gyökeres wasted no time in making a powerful first impression, not just as a footballer, but as a man of the people. As the cameras stopped rolling from the press conference, the new number 9 stepped out to a thunderous welcome from hundreds of fans gathered outside the Emirates. What followed was a scene of pure connection, as Gyökeres stayed behind to sign autographs, pose for photos, and thank the supporters who had been waiting hours for a glimpse of their new hero. Wearing the fresh Arsenal kit with his name printed boldly on the back, Gyökeres walked straight toward the crowd barriers, shaking hands, smiling wide, and engaging like a man who truly gets it. No security pushing him away, no PR filtering the moment, just a pure footballer embracing his people. Children were hoisted up by parents, shirts were thrown over railings, and marker pens were passed forward. For every item he signed, Gyökeres gave eye contact, a nod, or a few words. It was class personified. One particular moment stood out. A young fan, barely 7 years old, burst into tears when Gyökeres signed his Arsenal shirt and knelt down to thank him. "I came here for you," the boy said, and the striker pulled him in for a hug that melted the crowd. You could feel the emotional temperature rise, phones in the air trying to capture it, but the moment needed no filter. It was raw, it was real, and it was unforgettable. For many fans, this was more than just autographs. It was about connection after years of feeling close, but not quite there. Arsenal fans have lived through highs, heartbreaks, and rebuilds. Seeing a brand new striker show this level of commitment before even kicking a ball, that's rare. And Gyökeres, without even saying it, sent a message loud and clear: "I'm here for you." What made it even more beautiful was how long he stayed. While most signings would be whisked away after a few photos, Gyökeres remained for over half an hour, signing flags, boots, posters, and even a few training bibs tossed over from the academy pitch nearby. There was no rush, no impatience. Just a striker soaking in his moment, and making fans part of the journey from day one. Even Mikel Arteta, watching from a distance, couldn't help but smile. The manager later told club media, "It's not just about what happens on the pitch. It's about presence, leadership, connection." Victor showed all of that today. This is how you build a legacy. And just like that, Gyökeres wasn't just a transfer, he was a symbol of Arsenal's ambition, and their soul. Fans took to social media instantly. "That moment with the kid, I'm crying," one user posted. "This man hasn't played a minute and I already love him," said another. Hashtags like Gyökeres era and class from day one started trending across Arsenal Twitter. It was more than a PR success, it was a cultural win. Even rival fans had to admit, Arsenal had signed a striker who gets what football is about. The connection between fans and players is something money can't buy, a pundit on Sky Sports later commented. And Gyökeres seems to understand that instinctively. The atmosphere was beginning to feel eerily similar to the early days of players like Thierry Henry or Dennis Bergkamp, icons who bonded with the North Bank before becoming legends. By the time Gyökeres finally stepped away, fans were chanting his name in unison. Flags waved, shirts were held high, and the smile on his face said it all. He may have signed a 5-year contract with the club, but in those few moments, he signed something more sacred, a bond with the people. A covenant with the crowd. A promise of sweat, passion, and goals. The story of Victor Gyökeres at Arsenal has only just begun, but the first chapter is already unforgettable. This wasn't a player checking a box. This was a man setting the tone. A man who knows that greatness at Arsenal isn't just earned through goals, it's earned through heart. In a time when the game often feels distant and commercialized, moments like these remind us why we love football. Because of the connection. Because of the community. Because a striker can arrive from Portugal, step into North London, and in just a few minutes, feel like one of our own. Arsenal haven't just signed a forward, they've signed a believer. A fighter. A unifier. And judging by the sea of smiles outside the Emirates, the Gyökeres era is off to the most beautiful start imaginable.